I want to thank everybody for being here. First off, I want to give a huge congratulations to Miss Lexi Averhoff for qualifying for state and running last Saturday, and then another huge congratulations to our high school volleyball team for placing third in state. Two really, really big honors for those two teams. And we're excited about the opportunity to play, continue playing here in the playoffs. We get to welcome in a really good team in Northern Valley this week for the regional championship. Very excited about that, and our players are excited, ready to get back on the field after having a bye week last week. With that, I am open for questions.
In the past 3 weeks, you've played one game. How do you feel about this?
It's definitely not ideal. We look in the beginning of the season, it's definitely not something we wanted to have happen. But with the way the last 3 weeks have gone, it's kind of been a blessing in disguise. We've been able to get healthy. We've been able to implement a few things that we probably wouldn't have been able to. Just kind of gave us a chance to step back, take a breath, and get ready for hopefully a deep playoff run.
So with your bye week, do you feel more prepared as you've had a more time to work on stuff?
More prepared or not, I'm not positive. Definitely gave us opportunity for us to focus on ourselves a little bit more. We haven't done anything perfect all year, but we've been able to. Last week we were able to really focus on ourselves and where we needed to improve, and so we took that opportunity to do that. And I think it was a great week of practice last week. Northern Valley, their offense that they run it very, very well. It's been the same coach since I believe 2019 there. He runs a single wing set, does really, really good job. We'll have to watch where they're pulling from, where they're trying to get extra guys to. And then on their defense, they run two different fronts that we've had a little bit of trouble with this year. And so depending on whether they come out in their 4 front or 5 front, we'll have to be able to check out his stuff and and where their nose is shaded. That indicates where the pressure's coming from, so we'll just have to make sure that we see that quickly and are able to get that relayed out onto the field. Yeah, I can't think of what his name is, but number 15 for them, he's their D end and one of their receivers. He's a really solid player. He has quite a bit of speed. He's a player that can hurt us quite a bit. And then they have number 5 who has a little bit of speed as well. And if he gets out, if either one of them get out in the open field, it's going to be hard for us to stop them. Then that's generally where the pressure comes from. So we have to know where they're at when we're on offense to either block them a little more effectively or run the ball the opposite way.
Are you excited about getting to play Northern Valley at home for the first round of the playoffs?
Yes, we're real excited about that. This is a team that there's a little bit of history here between Ingalls and Northern Valley. All time we're 0-2 against them. 2 years ago, I believe it was a 5-point game. 3 years ago it was a 25-point game. And so it gives us the opportunity to do a couple things. Anytime you can beat a team for the first time, it's great. Getting to host the regional playoff game at home definitely has its advantages. They're the ones that have to travel. They have to go through all of that. And so getting to play in front of our home crowd is a real big blessing. And hopefully the home crowd shows up and we're able to use that to our advantage.
You're at the point in your season where it's win or go home. What is your mindset going into this upcoming game against Northern Valley?
Really, it's that, at the beginning of the year, nobody expected us to be in this position. The rumor was about 4 wins, and currently we're sitting at 8. So, I'm excited. I'm happy with where we're at right now. We're taking the mindset of there's not any pressure on us. We look at, where we were supposed to end up and where we are now. So I'm real happy with where we're at. But that's really the mindset is, we have no pressure on us. We need to go out and play loose, have fun, and, we'll let the results take care of themselves.
How do you feel as a coach how do you feel you've improved from the beginning to right now?
As the team or?
As the coach.
I feel more confident in being able to get play calls out quicker. I also feel that, some of the areas that I was struggling to kind of let everybody else take care of, they're taking care of that. And, I think that a lot of that is come with the trust in the players and being able to see that they can run what we're asking them to run on both sides of the ball. And so I think the improvement of me as a coach has been being calm and being able to have trust in what is being called. And I think that comes from the drastic improvement that we've had as players on our team.
So looking at the bracket, how do you feel about the draw that you got in the playoffs?
No draw is going to be a perfect draw, but I think that it's a great first-round matchup for us with Northern Valley. Elephant in the room is who's after that. Most likely going to be Weskin after that. But, we've said all year to be the best, you have to beat the best. Weskin's, defending state champions, but we don't want to get too far into that. We want to keep our focus this week on Northern Valley, because if we don't keep our focus there and we start looking too far ahead, we're not going to have to worry about it because we're going to be sitting at home next week. So, right now we're worried about our first round draw, or our regional draw, which is Northern Valley, and I think that's a great matchup for both sides, and teams that are similar in some aspects, but in terms of how we can move the ball down the field, I think we're very, very different. And I think that'll hopefully lead to a good game for everybody that'll be there.
How was your last week of practice giving you the confidence that you guys are going to this game?
We got to prepare a little bit for them. We got to see. We went ahead and exchanged films last week with them, and so we're going to have 2 weeks of prep for them. They'll have 2 weeks of prep for us. But I think from being able to see how they're blocking everything when they're on offense has helped our defense feel more at ease about it, just because it's a little bit of a different offense than what we've seen all year. And I think having some extra time to prepare for the 5 front is going to give our offensive line and fullback a little bit more confidence that to just trust where they're basically building up muscle memory to go where they've been going for 2 weeks.
So even though you've had some changes in the team, you feel like you're confident for this game?
Yeah, I'm confident that we're going to go out and we're going to give 100% effort. I'm confident that we can execute at a high enough level. And as long as we do those 2 things, we're going to have an opportunity for a lot of success Friday. But, overall, I've told them all year, as long as we do those 2 things, I'm going to be happy with how the team performs, and hopefully the results on the scoreboard show the same thing.
Is there anything you want to tell the community as far as bringing a crowd that's going to pump up the players for this game?
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that's considering coming, I would encourage you to come and watch the game. We're very, very thankful that we have the opportunity, to be continuing to play. I think it's something like 7% of all high school football teams is all that is playing left, and is all that is left playing. So for us to be one of those 7%, we're very, very excited and very thankful for that opportunity. And we would love for everybody to be out there. Most likely is going to be our last time we get to play at home this year. And so if you haven't come out and watched us, I would encourage everybody to come out. It's going to be a fun game. I know that we'll always have a really good pregame celebration, pregame festivities coming right before the game. And so if you are thinking about it, please come out. We hope we can put a heck of a show on for you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.